Councilman Luis Colazo. I'm joined by our Deputy Town Manager, Tony Lopez, and Lisbeth Cotto, which is our special guest for Mental Health Thursdays. And we're here to give you today our COVID-19 update, followed by a special segment that we've been doing every Thursday to talk specifically on mental health issues. Mi nombre es concejal Luis. Las cifras de COVID-19 para el pueblo de Miami-Dade y también vamos a hablar sobre la salud mental. With that being said, Mr. Lopez, if you can give us a quick update on our statistics and where we're at right now.
Thank you, Councilman. Hello, Miami Lakers. I want to provide a brief update on where we stand with respect to the coronavirus. As of today, we are at 1,426 total positive cases since the beginning of the pandemic in March. This is an increase of approximately 151 cases since our last report on Monday. This is pretty consistent still with the continued increase of positive cases across Miami-Dade County and the state. The positivity rate in Miami-Dade County, which is the percent of new cases from the total individual number of tests each day, 1% yesterday. Since Monday, the rate has been between 10.8% and 18.3%. However, on average, it does reflect a downward trend since last month in July. There are no major exceptions to current emergency orders or existing curfews, which remain from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Lastly, I would also like to remind everyone to keep following all respective federal, state, and county guidelines and wear your mask. Keep practicing social distancing, and remember, you are safer at home. Slowly, we are starting to see some positive news with the recent data, and I hope we can continue with this downward trend. Hola Miami-Dade, tengo un breve reporte sobre la posición de Miami-Dade con respecto al coronavirus. Al día de hoy estamos en 1,426 casos positivos totales desde el comienzo de la pandemia en marzo. Este es un aumento de aproximadamente 151 casos desde nuestro último informe el lunes, que es consistente con un aumento continuo de casos positivos en el condado de Miami-Dade y el estado. La tasa de positividad en el condado de Miami-Dade, que es el porcentaje de casos nuevos del número total de pruebas individuales en cada día, fue de 12.7% ayer. Desde el lunes, la tasa ha estado entre 10.8% y 18.3%. Sin embargo, el promedio refleja una tendencia a la baja desde el julio. No hay excepciones importantes a las órdenes de emergencia existentes o toques de queda existentes que permanecen desde las 10 de la noche hasta las 6 de la mañana. Por último, también me gustaría recordarles a todos que sigan todas las reglas federales, estatales y del condado respectivas. Usen sus máscaras, el distanciamiento social y recuérdense que están más seguros en la casa. Poco a poco estamos comenzando a ver algunas noticias positivas con los datos recientes y esperamos poder continuar con la tendencia a la baja.
Thank you, Tony. You know, Miami Lakers, we continue to monitor the situation. We give you continuous updates so you can be informed. And we have seen a little upward tick that we need to be mindful of. And I think the advice that Tony gave in his presentation is one that we continue to reiterate. You know, continue to practice those safe social distancing guidelines. We know that the cases in certain areas have gone up, and we want to make sure that we keep infection down. One of the ways that we do that is, again, by practicing the CDC guidelines. And again, today is Thursday. It's Mental Health Thursday, and we are honored to have the guest that we have with us today. She is no stranger to the Miami Lakes community. This young lady was chair of our Special Needs Advisory Board, actually the very first chair of the Special Needs Advisory Board. But she's now, to our residents, but to the community at large, And her name is Lisbeth Bolton, and she's going to give us a brief presentation on what she's doing and what she can do to help us out, Miami Lakes.
Hello, Miami Lakes. As you heard, I'm Lisbeth Bolton. I am very known in the special needs community, and also 22 years of my educational experience here in Miami-Dade County Public Schools. I decided this year to open a very unique private online school that focuses not only on the academics, but on the social and emotional growth of all students, regardless if they have a disability or not. Our school, Lightroom Education, will offer a unique mindfulness curriculum developed by our very own Dr. Paula Petrie, founder of Inherent to Parent of Miami, yoga classes, a student life coach that will be there for your child to guide and support them on life skills, time management, and online learning strategies, right? Because we've all been thrown to this whole new life of virtual learning. We also will have a virtual game room. It's safe and monitored for students where they play Minecraft and Roblox just to get a little break in the day, right? Please visit us at Lightroom Education so that you can see all the programs that we offer. Our goal is to shine light on our youth so they become the best version of themselves.
Thank you, Lisbeth. Do you want to try that in Spanish?
Yo soy Lisbeth Coto, me conocen de la comunidad, llevo 22 años con Miami-Dade County Public Schools y directora de un colegio privado. Este año decidí de abrir mi propia escuela online. La website es www.lightworkeducation.com y la escuela no es solamente de académica, de coger un examen y qué grado sacó y qué grado cogió el colegio, pero que los niños se sientan felices, que se quieran, que no se maltraten, cómo vivir la vida feliz, no importa lo que nos pasa a nosotros. Nosotros no somos víctimas, los niños y adultos tenemos que aprender cómo manejar esas situaciones que nos pasan en la vida, que nada más son lesiones, no es un castigo. How did I do in Spanish?
You did a great job. You did a great job.
Thank you guys so much.
So it's more than just education. It seems like it's more bringing mindfulness into the educational environment and bringing a lot more than just the standard educational experience.
Yes, Mr. Coyle. So we also offer individual and family counseling. We accept some private insurance, and of course, private pay is always welcome.
Great, thank you so much. We're going to take some questions. If anybody has any questions out there, we have Brandon that's monitoring the live feed. We'll be more than happy to give you whatever answers we have. If there's some questions about the school, Lisbeth will be more than happy to answer. If there's some questions about statistics or what our current positivity rate is, I know Tony has some of that data handy. Looking at the social media gurus, and they're telling you no questions are coming in. Also, if the question happens to come in after this, I know sometimes you guys will post a response to it. From today's session, folks, and today is Mental Health Thursday. Continue to be mindful. You know, we know this pandemic has been an ongoing exposure to a lot of anxiety, and continue to keep your head clear. Continue to be mindful of where you're at. Make sure that you can reach out for help if you need it. But more importantly, if you start experiencing symptoms, start taking steps to protect those around you. Just in the event you've been exposed or somebody around you has been exposed. So common sense, wear masks and practice safe social distancing. I'll give it a couple more seconds. Any final words, Deputy Town Manager?
No, I think you covered all the great points, and I think it's really important that even in these times, as you mentioned, being mindful is incredibly critical for our community to be able to overcome and bring that positivity rate that I talked about earlier down. I think the more mindful we are about our practices and more mindful we are about our neighbors and our community as a whole, we can really hopefully start to overcome this and bring the positivity rate overall down for our entire community.
Looks like we do have a question coming in.
Yes, so I see that the question comes from Ryan, and he asks, does the school offer any other activities other than mindfulness for children?
Yes, we offer a virtual game room with utilizing Minecraft and Roblox. It is monitored and recorded on a private server so that students have an opportunity to be creative and just be themselves and have some social opportunity with themselves, because you know nowadays we've been locked up in our homes for a few months. And also team sessions. Also, every Friday we have a different team topic of what they're facing, whether it be self-esteem, anxiety, depression. They get to talk about it among themselves with their student life coaches monitoring the virtual session.
That's great. Any other questions?
No further questions?
None so far. Elizabeth, any final comments?
I wanted to say that this too shall pass. I know we worry a lot about everything that's going on. We're living in times of darkness, not only in education, but ourselves. There are very simple things that you could do that I myself have done with my family. We actually sit down at the table at the same time every day for dinner, and we play a question game. Tell me something special you've done. How are you feeling? Are you happy? Sometimes we forget to ask people, are you happy? What's going on in your life? Bike riding. I didn't even own a bike. During this time, I just ride my bike with my kids around the lake. We have are considered like old-fashioned. We didn't do that back in the days. We can do that at a safe park or in your own community. Just little things that don't cost anything. Baking cookies with your kids. Just asking them, being involved in what they like to do. I do TikTok dances. Just to be involved. What is it that your children like? Keep them happy, give them love. It sounds so cliche, but love is always the answer. People want to be happy and loved.
Great, those are great closing remarks. I'm really not going to add anything. And,
It's already
I actually believe in everything that you just said, and I think
It's
a
true.
great.
I do that.
It's a great way to close. You know, finding the silver lining in our darkest moments can really take us through some of the biggest tragedies. And right now, looking at that silver lining, look at the positive things that we've had the opportunity, or maybe we've had to spend with our. Great way to put a positive light on this. So thank you so much. Miami Lakers.